and welcome to ADRA Asia Focus. Have you ever wondered what ADRA, otherwise known as the Adventist Development and Relief Agency, is doing in Asia? As the humanitarian arm of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, ADRA is working to provide relief and development opportunities so all may live as God intended. ADRA Asia Focus is the quarterly program of the ADRA Asia Regional Office in partnership with Hope Channel Southeast Asia. ADRA Asia Focus will take you on a journey illustrating how ADRA is serving 17 countries in Asia. In today's episode, we'll be highlighting how ADRA is promoting and advocating for healthy lifestyles in Cambodia.
Spanning centuries of war, foreign occupation and internal struggle, the Kingdom of Cambodia gained independence in 1953. Cambodia shares land borders with Laos, Vietnam, and Thailand, an area once part of the Khmer Empire. Phnom Penh, once known as the Pearl of Asia, is the country's capital and most populated city. More than 17 million people reside in Cambodia, 97% of which practice Buddhism, the country's state religion. Following a brutal rule by Khmer Rouge leader Pol Pot, the country was left with less than 50 doctors. Since the 1980s, healthcare has steadily improved, increasing the average life expectancy from 18 years to 70. Still, rates of malnutrition, obesity, diabetes, and other lifestyle issues remain cause for concern.
Since 1991, ADRA has been officially operating in Cambodia, providing sustainable long-term development programs in the sectors of food security, health, water and sanitation, and education. Let's take a direct look at how ADRA has been encouraging healthy living practices in the life of Aung Saron and her husband Samaris Son.
Located in the Pursat province of Cambodia, lives 61-year-old Aung Saron and her husband, Samrith Sawn, a farming family. Due to high blood pressure, both would often get sick. Though regularly attending health checkups at the public health center, their health condition did not improve, as they continued to live and practice unhealthy habits. After hearing of the ADRA program, called Live More Abundantly, through a village facilitator in Mrs. Saram's Reflect Circle, both husband and wife received the opportunity to participate in the program, completing 90 days of healthy lifestyle training. During the 90 days of the program, both actively participated in the 18 sessions provided by the project facilitators.
There are around 8 to 10 members coming together as a group to learn in these sessions. We discuss and learn that lifestyle is the best medicine, how to eat healthy and weigh less, and how to control blood pressure. From these sessions, participants and their families put into practice what they have learned by doing exercise, eating brown rice and high-fiber foods, decreasing intake of meat, eating less salt and sugar, drinking more water, no smoking or alcohol, and no MSG.
After 30 days, I had another blood test to compare to the previous screening to see how much I had improved. It really worked. It's amazing. My blood pressure has decreased, and I feel healthier. I am so happy for that.
As a result, these changes make participants stronger, healthier, and more confident, diminishing high blood pressure.
Now I don't spend much money to treat my illness. I know how to take care of myself with high blood pressure. ADRA has changed the behaviors of my husband and I regarding our hypertension, heart disease, and diabetes.
Mrs. Sarom and her husband are inspired to share their experience and new healthy lifestyle habits with their family, relatives, and neighbors. They are committed to continue what they have learned and practiced in the LMA program in the future.
Mrs. Saram was amongst other participants who had health issues, such as high blood pressure. She was encouraged to participate in these LMA sessions. She completed the 90 days, and I witnessed her improvement. As one of the project team members, I'm so happy to see Mrs. Saram stay healthy.
Besides the LMA program, Mrs. Saram also learns through her Reflect Circle discussions how to take care of and feed young children, including parenting with learning through play, nutrition, hygiene, clean water, and hand washing. Her husband, who had been a smoker for more than 30 years, finally quit smoking successfully due to what he had learned. He also learnt about home gardening and raising chickens to increase the family's financial income. Mrs. Sarom and her family applaud ADRA for this program that has brought about positive change in their family and the community.
Through ADRA Cambodia's LMA program, Ngon and her husband Samuels were able to improve their high blood pressure through healthy living. To discuss this project in more detail, we are joined today by ADRA Cambodia Country Director, Mark Schwissel. Welcome, Mark. First, can you tell us a little bit more about the LMA program?
Yes, the Live More Abundantly Lifestyle Health Program is a program that ADRA Cambodia has integrated into its overall development portfolio here. Cambodia is a developing country. We've been involved in maternal child health, nutrition, water and sanitation promotion. But as time has gone on, lifestyle health issues are becoming more important. And so ADRA Cambodia has wanted to integrate a healthy lifestyle program into other development activities.
What were the conditions in the affected area, and why do you think this project is needed?
Yeah, well, we can see that there's been a global influences on every country of the world and on the cultures, the traditions, the natural ways of life. And we've seen that affluence, and as Cambodia has developed, like many other countries of the world, this has led to some impacts on people's lives. Economic changes have changed to less of an agrarian society, both in the urban and rural areas. We've seen a more sedentary lifestyle, less farming is going on here in Cambodia. We've seen obesity in Cambodia increase significantly. From 2010 to 2016, it went up from 15 to almost 22%. We can see that there's a lot more processed foods coming in, and people aren't just going out to their gardens to get their foods, and they're using a lot more sugar, fats, oils, and a less of a natural fiber diet. So we can see the results of this in the epidemic rates going up for diabetes, hypertension, kidney failure, and other lifestyle health issues. And so we see this even out in our local community areas where we're doing other development activities.
What is the main goal of the LMA program, and what are the main activities?
Well, we're wanting to help people have, quality of life. Many of our programs talk about well-being, economic security, and health, and having long-term lifestyle health is something that we can see as a long-term goal in anyone's life. So we're wanting to help people make good choices for improved diets, having foods in their diet that will help them to reduce things like fats and oils, sugars, have increased exercise, increased just activity overall. And of course, as we've done for many years, promote a lifestyle free from tobacco and alcohol. And so if people are doing this, they will see the improvements, they will see the reduction of cholesterol, blood glucose levels, and they'll have more energy and just a better life overall.
Can you describe what impact there has been in people's lives since this project is implemented?
Yeah, well, this program has been implemented, and I can just share just a little bit more on that. We have self-help groups that are working, training local partners, getting more people involved and more understanding. We do biometric testing, have 12 to 18 sessions over a 2 or 3 month period of time, and have a lot of peer learning. But we've seen within those groups great changes in people's lives, some more than others, of course, but we've seen lowering their blood pressure levels. We can see lowering their cholesterol levels, lowering their weight. We can also see just basic and measure actual basic lifestyle changes, increased activities, reduction in salt, eating dietary foods that have more fiber that help their body digest foods better and reduce weight if that's a problem for them. So we can see that there's all kinds of different factors that will influence their health, but the greatest improvement that we see is hearing from people. They say they feel better, they have more energy, they're able to say that their family feels that they have less risk of medical problems, less economic impacts because they have to go to the hospital, buy medication, many of these types of things. So these are the types of lifestyle and quality of life changes that we feel are important and we are seeing here in ADRA Cambodia.
What challenges did ADRA encounter?
Well, there of course are many challenges in programs like this. First of all, we can see that mass media, television, and everything are promoting lifestyles that are not necessarily always healthy. While on one side they may promote exercise or getting out in activities, but they're also selling a lot of processed foods that are very unhealthy. We also, another major challenge is we can have one at-risk person involved in the program, but maybe the rest of their family members aren't feeling the great need to make changes. And so getting the whole family to work as a unit is an important thing. Also in Cambodia, accessing good nutritious foods, some things like brown rice or even more vegetables in the diet may incur more cost or maybe have some challenges in actually accessing those. So, but as well, the medical system, as is true probably around the world, tends to be focused on treatment rather than prevention. So getting people to change their mind and look at a long-term prevention and promotion of a healthy lifestyle is something that is always a challenge.
Finally, let's discuss what other work does ADRA support in Cambodia to help those most in need?
Yeah, in Cambodia, ADRA Cambodia is involved in many different types of activities, and this LMA program is currently promoted in our project called Best Choices. And like many of our other programs, it has maternal and child health, and particularly nutrition, because we can look at child nutrition. It's very important, especially they call the first 1,000 days. From the time the baby is conceived up to about 2 years is very important in a child growing and to have the greatest potential. But we don't want that to have the increase in great potential, but then later on have lifestyle health problems as well. As well, we're promoting safe water and nutrition, including in sanitation. We also are involved in a lot of agriculture promotion, helping farmers to produce better foods, produce more of those, and as well be able to market them as the global markets are changing nowadays. As well, we're helping young people. Cambodia has a large bubble in its population of young people. and helping people make wise choices, get better education, particularly early childhood education, but as well just making wise choices as they're looking at going out and entering the labor market. As well, ADRA Cambodia is involved in partnering with our Adventist Church and using some of the skills, the technical areas that we have in promoting Adventist community services through the church and building the capacity of our church members as well to be able to be involved and be engaged in their communities to make a difference in their community.
Thank you so much, Mark, for joining us today to briefly discuss ADRA's work in Cambodia.
Thank you very much.
And now to this quarter's ADRA News. In Laos, during the month of June, ADRA conducted a 4-day strategic planning and program strategy workshop in Khammoun province. In this workshop, ADRA Laos senior team reviewed the achievements and shortfalls over the past 5 years, led brainstorming session, identified opportunities for the health and agriculture sectors, envisioned how ADRA Laos can be more financially sustainable and its future trajectory to 2025. ADRA Laos is grateful for the ownership local leaders took in leading the workshop and in the coming up with creative strategic plans for the future of ADRA Laos. If you are interested in viewing ADRA Laos strategic plan and program strategy, you may visit the ADRA Laos website at www.adralaos.org. In Thailand, ADRA's Keep Girls Safe project conducted a training on human trafficking and cyber crimes for community members and Seventh-day Adventist members living in border areas between Laos and Thailand. Almost 500 volunteers participated in the training in 8 target communities within district of Mon, Vientiane, Changkong, Changsan, and Thong. The training aimed to raise awareness and prevention against vulnerable people being exploited by human trafficking and online threats. Participants also learned how to report suspected cases to the relevant government and non-government agencies. In addition to trainings, raising awareness and prevention, the Keep Girls Safe project also runs a shelter for at-risk or trafficked women and girls. And finally, in Timor-Leste, ADRA's SHAPE project funded by New Zealand government, ADRA New Zealand, ADRA Australia has established 111 village saving and loan groups with a total of 2,636 members. Participants in the project are trained in how to manage their family budget and have access to credits through the village saving and loan groups. This credit can be used for payments such as school fee, house repair, health care, and support for business in livestock management. The SHAPE project, which began implementation in 2018, provided support to 15 sukos in the municipality of VKK aiming to increase household income, food production, and food security. Well, that's all in this quarter's ADRA News. If you would like to learn more about the ADRA Asia Regional Office and the 17 countries ADRA's work touches in Asia, visit www.adraasia.org. We ask that you continue to pray for ADRA and for the thousands of lives we serve. We hope that you have enjoyed this episode featuring ADRA Cambodia and their work in promoting healthy lifestyles. Thank you for your continued support, and we will see you in the next episode.